You can tell I've been watching way too much TikTok because... And also, do we like the new lights, ladies and gents? I've got a little remote control and everything, it's so exciting. Everyone was complaining that my background was very boring, which I do agree with, and especially since I'm stuck here for the next 6 months. We're gonna have a great time with the lights. We can also make them like flash, hang on. Like a little rave. Yeah, so anyway, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is very much scripted, which is a bit different to my usual videos, but I really wanted this one to be as informative as possible and also as succinct as possible because I do tend to go off on little rambles. But today I'm going to be talking about things that you can do as a student in self-isolation. The first thing that I should probably say is social distancing and self-isolation is so important. Please stay at home. If you have to leave the house, which if like you want to go for a walk, if you're not ill or anything, you can do, just make sure that you stay away from people. I think it's very easy to take it for granted, especially as young people who are not likely to get ill, that like, oh, we'll be fine, but there are so many other people that will just not be fine, and we really need to try and play our part in containing the spread of the virus as much as possible. So yeah, self-isolation is a good thing. I know it's going to be hard, and I can only imagine what the next 6 months stuck with my sister is going to be like, but yeah, if you're stuck on things to do in your period of being stuck at home, then I came up with a list of ideas. Some of them are quite obvious, some of them are very random. There's a little bit of everything, so I hope that you find this in some way helpful, and without further ado, let's get started. First things first is obviously to study. We're all students. I know that at the moment there is a huge mess with A-level and GCSE exams. I'm so sorry if you're a student who is affected by this. I can only imagine how stressful this time would have been if I were having to go through it. So honestly, my heart goes out to all of you. As of when I'm filming this video, I don't know what's going to happen. It might have changed, like they might have announced something new by the time this video goes up, so please do bear that in mind. But you never know whether you're going to have to sit exams or not. Even university students, we don't really know what's going on. It's still important to get some work done. If you're in any other year group, obviously things will go on eventually, so there's plenty for all of us to be doing. You can catch up on work that you've missed, you can go ahead if you're all caught up, revise. Especially for uni students, this might be a good opportunity for you to be able to do some wider reading. You can explore some topics that you actually enjoy, and like remember why you do this degree, because sometimes during term time it's very easy to forget why you decided to put yourself through this, or you can simply just try to get back afloat in the massive pool that is the workload. Similarly, following on from this are online classes. I know a lot of unis have just moved all of their teaching online instead, so if you're still having to do a lot of uni work, it might be worth setting aside the same time each day to do that work in. I think it could be helpful to try and keep a routine or a schedule that's quite similar to what you would have at uni, so getting up at a similar time, getting dressed, you know, ready for the day, sit down at a space and start your work. Or alternatively, you can just do it whenever's best for you. It's all very flexible at the moment, so don't put any unnecessary pressure on yourself because everything's stressful enough right now as it is. Although saying that, having a defined time frame for your day and some consistency can help. Especially if you feel like your life at the moment has no direction. Also, dedicating an area of your house other than your bed to do just work and nothing else can help in compartmentalizing your life when you're stuck in one space for an extended period of time. Ideally, if you can, working not in your bedroom is probably best. But obviously it depends on your situation whether there's anywhere else that you can work quietly and focus. Another thing to add is to watch study with me's. This is slightly a self-promo, but not really. I do have a lot of study with me's already up on my channel, and I will be making a lot more over the coming weeks, but I'll also link some of my favourite study tubers in the description box for you to go check out their videos as well. I know it can be really hard to motivate yourself at this point. Watch a few study vlogs, put on a real-time study with me, play some funky music, whatever you like, and just try and get some studying done as much as you can. Don't force yourself to work on days where you really just don't feel like working, but just try and get something done. You can also motivate yourself with rewards as well, or just things to look forward to at the end of the day if you cover everything that you aim to cover that day. Moving on to things that you can do other than study, get your life in order. So in the normal hustle and bustle of everyday life, things can very quickly descend into chaos and you're just left not knowing what's going on. So now that you're physically forced to slow down, it is a great opportunity to sort your life out. So you can clean your room, organise, redecorate, organise your folders, your files on your computer, sort out stuff like finances, budgets, etc, etc. I think in a time of such uncertainty, having some control over your life can really help. So this is a really good one. The next one is a bit more cheery, but it's to cook or bake, try new recipes, things that you can implement when you go back to uni if you're a uni student, you know, whatever that may be, and just get creative with it. At least for me, cooking and baking is quite therapeutic, so it might be the same for you too. And if you can't cook or bake, learn. It's honestly the perfect time. You're gonna have to go back to uni eventually, so it's the perfect opportunity to learn how to cook something other than pesto pasta. Another really important one is self-care, and just dedicating more of your time to taking care of yourself mentally and physically. Obviously you might not want to do this whole like routine every single day, but you can definitely do it a lot more often now that you really don't have a lot else to do. So, you know, run yourself a bath, take care of your skin, check in with your feelings regularly. You can start a journal maybe or something, try some yoga, and just treat yourself because you deserve it. I'd really also recommend the app Calm. It has a lot of useful audio on there to help with your mental health potentially, if you're struggling in this time. So there's everything from bedtime stories to help you fall asleep if you're having trouble with like overthinking, and there's also stuff like meditations to just help you clear your head, especially in this stressful time. Just be kind to yourself. Next thing on the list is to pursue a hobby that you might have left on the sidelines. So whether that be art or coding, bougie, or making YouTube videos, or bullet journaling, or indeed TikTok. There must be something that you just always put off because you say that you're too busy. So now's your opportunity to let that part of you flourish. Because honestly, you just never know where it might lead you. You might become TikTok famous. You never know. I need an intervention. Binge watch Netflix, which is my top candidate for what to do when you're bored. I thought I'd give you some of my slightly rogue recommendations for shows to watch on Netflix and also on Amazon Prime that I absolutely love, in case you're looking for new things to watch. So here we go. We have The Office, the US version, Vampire Diaries, Suits, Big Bang Theory, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Bones, Fawlty Towers, Bad Education, Merlin, and The IT Crowd, just to name a few. So some of these are comedies like Fawlty Towers, The IT Crowd, The Office, and Bad Education. Honestly, so funny. So if you're looking for something to just cheer you up and take your mind off things, would highly recommend those. Next thing is to update your Spotify playlists. So if you're anything like me, your Spotify account is just a bit of a mess, and you always tell yourself you'll sort out your playlist, but you never do, and there's just songs everywhere, and they're not in the right places, and it all just... So now's your chance to organise all of them, and to find new songs that you can add. Also, on a more serious note, music has quite often helped me through some tough times, so you might find that the same is the case for you, and you can never go wrong with just having a dance party by yourself in your room. Go crazy, because nobody's watching. Quite literally nobody is watching. Another rather obvious one is to call your friends, those people who you haven't seen in ages, because maybe you have long distance friendships like me, or just family members that you haven't spoken to in a while. Really anyone, you're all in the same boat, you're all stuck at home, so you may as well just pass the time together and de-stress. I've also recently discovered, through none other than TikTok, this extension that you can add to Chrome. It's called Netflix Party, and you can literally watch Netflix shows together with your friends at the same time, and there's like a chat option so you can discuss it. Or my friend and I actually did this yesterday. We called on Instagram and then had Netflix Party going so we could actually talk about it whilst watching it. So it was like, it's literally like you were watching Netflix with your friends in your room. It's quite revolutionary. Today's technology is shocking to me, but yeah, it's really, really cool, and that in itself can make you feel just so much better. Similarly, you can also just have like a group call to have a study sesh together, if that's what you're all into. So many opportunities, but yeah, make sure that you stay in contact with people so that you don't get too lonely. And finally, the last one is at-home workouts. So maintaining your physical health is just as important as your mental health. There are so many on YouTube. One of my personal favourites is Blogger Lattes. I think at the moment she's doing a 14-day quarantine workout series, so she does a new thing every day. And Grace Beverly's Shreddy is also running a free 14-day exercise series, so give it a go if you want to. That's it for this video. If you need to talk, my DMs are always open. I'll leave my Instagram handle on the screen. If you're in a bad place at the moment because of what's going on, I'd argue that it might be best to stay off of certain social medias, stuff like Twitter especially, where there's a lot of false information being spread around, and a lot of kind of panic-inducing things that just aren't true. So yeah, I'd avoid looking at those, and if you really need to keep up to date with what's going on, just use reputable news outlets to do that. I hope that you found this video helpful. I hope everyone stays healthy, and that we can all just get through this, and soon this will just be a distant memory. How soon? No one knows, but yeah, let's just try and spread as much positivity as we can in this difficult time. If you have any video requests, do leave them in the comments. Other than that, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!